Today we are doing something a little bit different. We are going to be playing some MTG Arena and exploring an infinite combo, and exploring is really the perfect word for it. This deck is completely ridiculous, focusing around a 2.5 card combo. The main star of the show is a new card from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, that being Amalia Benavides Aguirre, which is a 2-cost 2/2 that whenever you gain life, it explores, and then you destroy all other creatures if its power is exactly 20. This combos with a card from Original Ixalan, which is Wild Growth Walker, which says whenever you explore, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on it and gain 3 life. This will then make Amalia go up to a 21/21 and then blow up all other creatures, and since they're both 2-drops, we could do this theoretically on turn 3. We do need a way, however, to gain life or explore on turn 3 in order to kick the combo off. So we have cards like a Johnny's Welcome, which will trigger off of Wild Growth Walker entering, Alseid of Life's Bounty, which can technically do it in combat, although that's less preferred because then we can't swing that turn. Lunarch Veteran is also going to gain some life when it enters the battlefield. Same thing with Soul Mender, it can be tapped to gain a life. And then Selfless Savior can obviously protect the combo as well. Enter the Unknown actually has you explore and let you play extra lands as well. So kind of just all over the place, ways we can trigger it after the fact. All right, and just so you guys know, this deck is Explorer legal, so you're going to have to play this in Explorer or Historic, not Standard or Alchemy, thanks to Wild Growth Walker being from Original Ixalan. The deck is not good, and you should not build it if you're trying to rank up, but if you just want to have some fun, it only requires 4 rares, and you can find my deck list in the description down below. I've also built a Historic version of it with just some slight card upgrades there. So let's jump into the game. We are playing against the Senate. It's kind of terrifying. Haven't seen that avatar in a while. This is an amazing opening hand. The only thing that would make this better is if one of these was a protection piece. But even then, like we need the way to win. I guess I have that protection piece. Ask and you shall receive. We are going to shock this in. We are going to do a Lunarch Veteran. This is extra good in the deck because turn 2 you'll also get to explore with Amalia, which can make it bigger, make it harder to remove. We're going up against black-green, so I am a little wary of removal. We could take this combo 1 turn slower and kind of have a protection piece up, but I think we're going to be tight on mana no matter what, so I think we're just going to go for it. It doesn't really matter. We're really hoping for a counter here, but I guess we get the land, which is nice. We have the land for next turn. In theory, if they don't remove Amalia here, next turn we Wild Growth Walker them. That is a really good sign. Awesome. And we have... Okay. I am totally fine with this. Let's just play the Wild Growth Walker. We get to see the combo kind of happen here. We will also draw a bunch of cards. If you're technically playing this the optimal way, when you explore, you can like, oh, I don't want this card. In theory, I should go until I hit a Wild Growth Walker. That way, if they do manage to blow something up here, that you know, I have another combo basically ready to fire. I'm not going to do that here, and they are going to concede. So yeah, that's kind of the idea there. It's kind of a fun deck in the fact that that was turn 3. I definitely had fun that match. I don't know if our opponent did. Let's jump into the next game. So this hand is not what we're wanting. You know, the odds of getting 2 individual cards in your hand is a little low. There will be times you will mulligan and not get it either. And when I say mulligan, I mean mulligan repeatedly. And I have a feeling that will happen here. You know, this is a hand that if I cared about losing, I might keep this and just kind of, you know, try and get some value out of it because this isn't a terrible hand. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. We're going to kind of just play this as a value hand. You know, we have the Alseid to keep exploring. We have the Explore. We're going to see if that can kind of get us into a win. We kind of got to be aggressive with it. I don't know what they're going to be playing. If we're playing against like Super Control, we're just going to move on. But it does not look like we are playing against Super. Well, I guess I have no idea. But I'm hoping not with these colors. I feel like that's not Super Control colors. I was going to say, is this like Fatal Push? But no. We're going to hit. That's going to explore. We are going to bottom it if it's not part of our combo. That is kind of the nice thing. The deck has some grounds to it. Life gain can delay. Explore can get you cards. There's Fable. Holy crap. That was, I think, one of the luckiest things I've seen. We have to shock this in. Wild Growth Walker. And then we can make Amalia explore. That will then kickstart the combo, and we can go. That was incredibly lucky. Let's keep going. And we win. Say most people don't want to sit through the entire thing, but occasionally you'll get someone who does. All right, so we are going into the next game. We get one of the combo pieces, but not both. We get both the combo pieces. The mana base is a little rough, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna drop Soulmender. You know, what we're really hoping here for is a white green land. That is really amazing, except we are gonna be kind of a turn off here. Because basically next turn we play Amalia, and then the turn after we play Wild Growthwalker and Enter the Unknown. So, yeah. Yeah, the deck is definitely interesting because, like, pretty much every card that isn't one of the two combo pieces triggers the combo. Really? Yeah, that makes sense. Luckily, we have another one. I'm hoping they're not just, like, hyper control, like, I'm not going to play anything and then just kill all my creatures. That is not uncommon. Okay. Interesting. If we had a Johnny's Welcome Out, we could trigger the combo this turn, but I think we're better off saving it until we can also attack. We don't want them to be scared. We don't want them to have sorcery speed removal and decide, you know, or have to use it because Amalia is a 21/21. Although it looks like Amalia is not going to be making it another turn. Oh my goodness. That is rough. Maybe I should have just done it to gain the life. I mean... Okay. We are going to play... Oh, we cannot. We are going to explore, you know, dump anything that's not a... Sure. This is going to force it to happen when it goes down, but at this point, we're kind of just trying to stall as long as we can, and having a 1/3 kind of helps with that. That was also a misplay. I definitely should have explored and then... Okay. It doesn't matter. Anything we play is just going to get blown up. So, yeah. You know what? We are just going to concede this. You win some, you lose some. All right. We have another game here. Let's go. This is not a hand we like, so we are going to mulligan it. This is a hand we like, but are hoping for a way to trigger this, either on this first draw. Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah, we're gonna play that tapped. Next turn, Amalia with Woodland Cemetery. Turn after, Wild Growthwalker. Hope for the Explore card. That's not what we're hoping for. Yeah, so we are hoping for an Explore card or a life gain card that isn't Soulmender. Although I don't think Amalia is surviving this turn. I just get the feeling that that's not going to happen here with against an instant and sorcery deck, especially being at 2 toughness. That's just so fragile. Oh my goodness. That card is so scary that... Okay. Let's play another one. Let's see what happens. This is the definition of a glass cannon, by the way. Not meant to be good. Just meant to have some fun. You know, infinite combos are one of those things that are just kind of fun to see happen. What is my opponent's deck? I would really like to know. Also, Alcid of Life's Bounty, you're a little late to the party here. Not gonna lie. Let's give you flying, though, and see what we can do. If there's another board wipe, I will be very confused. I'm curious, does this person have, like, play red spells and kill creatures? No. You don't do that. Okay, we're just gonna move on. I don't feel like waiting here to draw into the next one. On to the next game. Alright, we are getting into this next game. And let's hope for a good hand. This is a bad hand. It's very easy to tell with this deck whether it's a good or a bad hand. This is 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 a hand that we are going to try. It is not going to work, and we will see what happens. Okay. Shock it in. Get the Selfless Savior. You know, mulling down to 3 is probably going to give our opponent a little bit of a hint that they should, you know, hold removal if possible. We also are just going to have 2 1/1s. This game going great. At least this one will be a short one. We're going to be able to tell pretty quick if we have any chance. Although we may be going against someone who has like one of the starter decks. Although I don't know if... I guess that wouldn't be in a starter deck. Maybe they have a fungi deck. I think we shock it in. This is bold. We're assuming we're drawing not only a land, but a land that can produce green, which is not a guarantee in any way in this situation, but we are going to try. They seem to have... This reminds me of like a starter deck from when the game launched. So that's a good thing. We're going up against about an equal power level deck. I don't know. Let's see. Green land, green land, green land. Not a green land, not a green land, not a green land. But we have 2 ways to protect Amalia. So, you know, could be worse. Could be better. This is definitely just the starter deck from, like, Ravnica, like Guilds of Ravnica 2019. Oh, not gonna... Okay. There's absolutely no way we pull this off. Like, we're gonna win the game. Which, I mean, I swear if we go from a 2-card starting hand to winning the game... I mean, yes, we're going up against a pre-con, basically. I have to not die on this attack. What is that? That's 6, 8, 10. Let's see what happens here. Target creature gets -1/-1, make a sapperling. Okay, so we are going to have to do this. Oh, I did not calculate that. As long as I don't die here. Oh wait, no, yeah. It's a little scary. But we win. How exciting. We get to also gain, like, we're gonna go back up a ton in life too. I feel really bad if this is like someone doing the color challenge right now, although I think they make you use the monocolor decks in the color challenge. But this is definitely a pre-made deck. Which tells you what Arena thinks about the quality of my deck. This also might be the first time we actually get to see Amalia destroy all the creatures. They may not even know where the conceit button is, which is nothing wrong with being a new player. It's great. I just feel really bad that this is what they're experiencing. Boom, everything else dies. I'm glad we gain life, because that is so random. That's not part of the combo, but it definitely saved our life there. And then we swing and win. That's how the combo wants to work. That is the deck. I'm not going to waste too much more of your time. It gets a little repetitive. It's not like a, you know, a very interesting deck that has lots of ways of winning and lots of nuance. I think you get the point. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Obviously, it's kind of just a ridiculous deck that's just meant to have some fun. If you want to see more content from me right now, check out this video where I talk about 10 awesome commander cards you should be adding to your decks. And check out this video here where I talk about the top 10 most expensive box toppers from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.